EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Pioneers of San Antonio. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and off we go from San Antonio. Here comes Cobb. Here comes Cobb. And he returns this to the 22. Right away, they'll change the look. And Richardson will throw to start out here. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
Hey, check that, check that.
Running left to give to Pacheco. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And
CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Ready, break.
It's an end around. Cobb. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Let's go now.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the shotgun, Richardson lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 49 yards.
Ready.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Richardson to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. You look at this Colt defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
On play action, Lance. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another first down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to...
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Ready.
Now Lance. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Lance with a tap forward on a jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Off of play action. Here's Lance. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Pioneers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Point after here coming up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Colts. Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, still a long way to go in the season, we know that. But as it stands, these are your top 2 seeds in the AFC. So I ask you, is this a potential AFC championship preview?
Brandon, I need you to get me a fence and a saddle because I'm about to ride that bad boy because I think there's so many good teams in the AFC. Maybe we could look at like 3 games a weekend and say, this could be an AFC championship preview.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
Flushed out right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Ready, set.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Set, go.
Here's Lance to throw it. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Needle blue. Red, yellow. Yellow, go. Hut, hut.
Shotgun now for Lance. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown. Devontae Smith, 71 yards. And the Pioneers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Play action. Now Richardson sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be taken in by Downs. He's to the 15. Touchdown Colts. Josh Downs, 77 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Come on, set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we know all about the importance of this ball game. Sure, we're still just in the middle part of the season, but this one you feel could have ramifications down the line.
Right now, you're looking at these two teams as being the number 1 and 2 seeds in the NFC, and I know it's a little early to start worrying about seeding and such. But let's face it, if these two meet again, the winner of this game could be the one hosting that game that they play down the road.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Green. Set.
Throwing now is Lance. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Myles Garrett able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Slide through. Ready?
Here's Lance. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. And pulled up. And a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end and helped force a turnover.
Come on.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Now Richardson back to throw it. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. Throw caught by Flowers. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. That one into the hands of Flowers. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
Go!
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Here we go.
After running it, now Richardson will throw it. Caught by Cobb. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Richardson looking to throw. That's complete, and once again it's caught. Touchdown! A great play there. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Okay, ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Black shot. Red, cycle. Ready.
To throw, it's Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Manning. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Red. Blue, go.
On 1st down, Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Manning. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready up.
2nd and 7. And Lance now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Manning. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On the set.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Ultra. White. Set. Go. Zoom black. Ready?
Now Lance again. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Able to power through. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able to get that yard. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Pioneers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Escapes the defender. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
And look at this. The punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's second down.
Set, ready. Clock, 10. Hut, hut.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Blue striker. Hut.
From the gun, it's Lance. That one too wide and incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready?
A quick throw here out to Cobb. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So turnovers, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Come 19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They're looking deep here for Flowers. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
And teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game. It's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
There goes a deep ball, end zone, and incomplete on the deep ball.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Come on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Richardson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cobb. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. He'll get this to Flowers, left side.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready. Claude red. Hey, blue. Ready.
The Lance going to throw. He finds his man, Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, red.
Now Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10.
Blaster, 6. Ready.
Working from the gun, Lance. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now in San Antonio as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Hey, green. Needle blue. Rail, yellow. Ready, ready.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Isaiah Likely from 13 yards out. And the Pioneers have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end. Now a hit and a loose football. Well, one of the linebackers has got it, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Off tackle run here for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league. Yeah,
and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
43 rail. Set.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Pioneers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Back to 60, back to 60. Ready?
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And that's caught inside the 30. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Cycles.
They'll run with Chung. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
In motion left, the tight end. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's second and 1.
Yellow, zoom.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on second down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on third down?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Ready?
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Here's first and 10.
18 Rebels.
Now Richardson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Richardson to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Flowers. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Warriors 70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Here's Richardson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Let's go now.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Taking it right down Broadway. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now 1st and goal.
Cowboy 80.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Richardson. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Gay is on for the point after. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Go Ray. Yellow.
Here's Lance. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now Lance on the option right, and he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some